My name is Bené Heathcox, and one of the main questions I get asked is, how old are you? What do you mean you're a grandmother? Now, when the kids on my bus ask me that question, I have a little fun with it, and I tell them I'm 62, and they all look at me like I'm crazy, and I guess they have reason to. I'm in my mid-40s, and that's about the closest you're going to get to an answer from me. And I do get asked that a lot. But I have 4 grown children who are 19, 21, 23, and almost 25. And 3 grandchildren who are almost 5, 2, and my sweet little Cammie is, she's about 6 months old. So here we go. I'm going to show you my skincare routine because honestly, I get asked all the time. And this just makes life a lot easier if I put it right here where you can see it. And bear in mind that I typically do this when I'm in the shower, so it goes a lot faster and easier because I'm not making a mess. But all right, now that I've got my hair braided back, I'm going to tell you that I take my makeup off with coconut oil. And it works great. You just kind of get a little bit in your hands, massage it in, take a warm wet bath cloth, and wipe it back off. But since I don't have any makeup on, we're just going to start with how I wash my face. Because after you take your makeup off, you should definitely wash your face. Now, this cleanser that I'm showing you came in a kit. You can order it on Amazon. I'll leave you a link. I absolutely love it. And that little squidgy right there, that thing is amazing. And it will help deep clean and take all the extra, if there's anything else that the coconut oil missed. It helps really deep clean your pores. It feels great on your face. Yeah, when I set that there, I didn't realize it was like right in the way. But you get a really good shot of the name of this stuff. But again, you can use whatever products that work for you. You can just kind of incorporate some of this into it. I remember when I was in my 20s, I didn't have acne when I was a teenager, but I had it really bad in my 20s, and I tried lots of different products, and I'm going to tell you a secret. The only thing that worked to help get rid of my acne was dial soap. I used a lot of dial soap on my face forever because it got rid of acne. And I know that sounds crazy, but it's antibacterial and it literally strips everything off your face. So it worked for me. Maybe it'll work for someone you know. This right here, I'm just kind of making sure that I get everything. And yeah, I do sometimes use makeup in my eyebrows, like an eyebrow pencil. And that little thing it works great for getting it out of there. So I'm just going to clean my face really good and rinse it off. And yeah, at some point I'm going to run out of things to say here. So I tried to teach my kids to be sure, or my kids. My son doesn't wear makeup. But I tried to teach my daughters to always take your makeup off at night. Your skin has got to breathe. Your eyelashes need to breathe. Please take your makeup off. Please then wash your face. And yes, that is a 2-step process. Washing your face doesn't always take your makeup off. So take it off, wash your face. Okay, moving right along. Pat dry. Now, see, if I was in the shower, I wouldn't have to have that step, but I had water in my eyes and I couldn't see what I was doing. So there we go. Okay, so next we are going to... yes, microdermabrasion. All right, now I've been doing this since I was like 27 years old. That little kit brush came from Walmart. I think I paid $13 for it. Amazon has an amazing product for that too, and I'll send you the link. Now, I used to sell Lime Life. I don't anymore. See, just a little bit. That container right there, actually, I've had for almost 2 years. But microdermabrasion, I started that when I was like 27 years old. And I sold a product called Beauty Control at the time. And Beauty Control closed down. But what it does is it basically takes that top layer of dead skin cells off your face, which is so, so important. If there's only one thing that you take away from this whole video, please exfoliate your skin. That's going to be your biggest ally in having youthful healthy, happy looking skin. Your makeup, you can spend all the money in the world you want on makeup, but if your skin doesn't look good, if your skin isn't healthy, then your makeup's not going to look the way you want it to. And the biggest thing that you can do to help yourself have healthy, young looking skin is to exfoliate. Now, I do want to give you a word of caution. See how I'm using this around my eyes? Don't bear down. Light pressure, circular motion, keep it moving. If you sit this in one spot, you're going to take the hide off your face, and then you're going to have a scab that's going to take 2 weeks to heal, and then you're going to blame me for it. And I'm not going to accept that blame, because I'm telling you now, keep it moving. Now, I always do my neck, and I typically do my décolleté, which is that top part of my chest that you can see. And again, this is typically what I'm doing in the shower so that it doesn't make a mess. It's easier to rinse off. But, you know, I was not taking you with me to the shower. So here we go. Exfoliate. My brush got dry, so I added a little water. Keep it moving, typically for about 2 minutes. You just want to kind of keep it going for about 2 minutes. Oh, see how I'm doing that around my mouth? If you get those lines around your mouth, then you can pucker your lips together. Not pucker your lips together. Put your lips together like you're closing your mouth. You saw what I did. And go around your mouth really well, and it'll help erase those fine lines. Now, this is not something that's going to cure everything that ails you overnight, but you will see a dramatic improvement in your skin the first time you use it, the second time you do it for sure. And I only use this Microdermabrasion once a week. Now, the product is a Lime Life product, and I do have a link that I can give you because my niece sells it. But this product was designed for you to use with your hands every day. And since I'm doing it with a brush, I only do it once a week. And it does have ingredients in it that are really good for you. And so, according to the instructions, you can let it sit on your skin for like 10 minutes as a mask. And I typically will do that, but you and I don't have that kind of time, so I'm about to go ahead and take it off. But scrub your face with it and in your neck and your décolleté really well. And I'm going to tell you a secret. Are you ready? Works great on the back of your hands, because our hands sometimes take so much abuse that I really encourage you, if you do, start using this, work on the back of your hands, because it really makes a difference. Okay. The little hairs around my face kept getting stuck in this. But, that's just part of life. Okay, that's a hot, wet bath cloth that I'm using to kind of wipe everything off. So if you are doing this at the sink, that's a great way to kind of remove the product from your face. Get all the grit off. And it is a very fine grit. I would not use anything that's got like crushed holes in it. You know what I'm talking about. There's a product out there that I absolutely love that's got crushed, jagged pieces in it. You want to make sure that whatever you're using for your microdermabrasion is a fine grain abrasive product. So this Lime Life Skin Buff stuff, I don't even know the actual name of it, which, there you go. Anyway, so remove it. Now, I'm going to use witch hazel. If you read the first ingredient of most of the products that you're using, that's the primary ingredient that's in your product. And astringents, I don't care how much you're spending on an astringent, chances are the first ingredient is witch hazel. And you can pick witch hazel up for about $1 at the store. So instead of spending a lot of money on expensive astringents, I just grab a bottle of witch hazel, because it honestly, you can do 1,000 things with witch hazel that are good for your skin and other things. And it really helps, like I said, to get the remainder of the product off. It's great for just freshening everything. And that last final, get it all off. Yeah, that's good stuff. I told you, we're just doing it all here. I love this. I wouldn't be without these. And if you've never used a vitamin C product, And see, it's got collagen in it. Collagen's a big deal for your face, guys, I'm telling you. And vitamin C is huge. You want that snap in your skin, you're gonna have to start using a vitamin C product. Now these, I pick up a box of them at TJ Maxx for like $6. They're going to be more expensive if you order them, but if you don't have a TJ Maxx near you, yeah, this is about to get weird. But if you don't have a TJ Maxx near you, then just order them wherever you can. It's worth what you pay for them. I think you can order them on Amazon for about $14 or $15. But I get a lot of products at TJ Maxx for like $5 and $6 a piece. And these I simply do not live without. I don't care what brand you get. There's a couple of different name brands, but you want the vitamin C and the collagen because it soaks into your skin. It makes it look firm. It makes it brighten. And here, right here, waste not, want not. There's a lot of good juice in that package. Don't throw it away. Rub it everywhere on every inch of skin you've got. It will tighten, it will brighten, it will soften. This is the magic potion right here. We don't waste it. Okay. Now the package says let it sit for 15 to 20 minutes, and I did. Yep, there. All gone. Now I'm going to take what's left in this little mask, and I'm just going to rub it in because, like I said, it's good stuff, and we don't want to waste it. Rub it on your arms, rub it on your legs. Don't throw it away. It's got magic juice in it that you paid for. Use it all over because what's good for your face is good for everything else. So, yes, rub it in, rub it in. These have been wonderful. I take them with me like when we go on vacation for a quick face mask. I take them with me when I go to Noonan, Georgia with Chris to the cancer center because sometimes it's just nice and relaxing to do something. And these masks, you could use them every day if you wanted to. I probably use them 2 or 3 times a week just because I enjoy it and I love the way it makes my face feel. And I'm just working that moisturizer into my skin now. Try to go up if you can because it kind of helps your skin fight gravity. And see, don't forget, work on those hands. We want pretty hands, right? Okay, vitamin C serum. I'm telling you, vitamin C is big in my skincare routine. But I want you to keep in mind something right here. I'm about to show you how I moisturize my skin every day, twice a day. And I have dry skin. I'm a lizard. So, and my favorite, that's glycerin. I picked it up for like $2 at Walmart. My favorite moisturizer, 2 drops, there you go. My favorite moisturizer is Benefit, but it's like $45. I picked up that at TJ Maxx for $5. And I can't spend big money on moisturizers and skincare products all the time. So sometimes I just take a basic and I mix other stuff into it as I want to. That's another $5 from TJ Maxx thing. So you can take something like Aveeno or whatever basic moisturizer that you enjoy, and you can really amp it up with these inexpensive products. Just add a couple of drops and boost whatever you're already using for your skin. Yep, working it up, working it in. And note, we're not just going to think about the face, which is our primary goal here, is to, have pretty skin on our face. But we're also going to do hands and arms and elbows and legs, all the good things. Well, this has been my skincare routine. I do the microdermabrasion once a week. I do the rest of it pretty much every day. The masks I do about, twice a week. It just depends. But there you go. Now you know what I've been doing. And if you try it, please let me know. I want to know if it works for you. I really enjoyed it. Oh, I didn't tell you that moisturizer, the vitamin C cream, I found that at Sam's. All right, there you go. That's it. Take care. Oh, I got one more thing I almost forgot. See? This is a Mary Kay product. I love using that at night for an extra shot deep moisturizer. There's it. Bye. See you later.